Alright, this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. This is a dash cam. The company is VIOFO. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. VIOFO. This is a highly rated dash cam. It has a Sony Starvis 2 sensor. And so in addition, so this I bought off of Amazon. I'll put links in the description if you're interested in this dash cam. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so wow, it's very tiny. So this is the camera. It's got a little protective plastic right there that'll peel off. It's got a GPS module and a sticky back, so that is you're gonna peel that sticker off and put it on the windshield. After I do that, I'll take that protective screen off. This is your camera, so there's I believe a protective thing over that as well, but there's your camera lens. And so this is the dash cam, very tiny. Under that we have a user manual. We have a sticker. I would not use that sticker, but protected dash cam, customer service number, email, website, and a couple of these plastic things. This is going to be please peel off before application. So I'm wondering if this might go on my windshield. I'll have to read the directions. So possibly what this could be is, instead of putting this directly on my windshield, maybe I put this on the windshield and then that. I don't know. I'm going to find out. And then we have some cords. That looks like a USB-A to USB-C. This is a power cord from like a cigarette lighter. And it has a USB-A to USB-C also. And then the cigarette lighter has two USB-A's coming out of it. And then this is a pry tool, which will help conceal this cord in your vehicle's trim to hide it. And then it comes with an extra sticky back that would be used if you ever had to take it off, put it in a different vehicle. Maybe your windshield gets broke and gets replaced and you have to take it off and then put it back on. So it does come with an extra one. I also saw when I ordered this off of Amazon that additional products like that pop up that you can buy if you run out. So what I bought in addition to this, that by the same company that goes with this, is this polarizing lens filter. And that shows, you know, the video quality with and without this, like for the sunlight. So it makes a huge difference in quality. And so this is just a little bitty cover that goes over this like that. So I would take off the plastic covering. It's going to pop on there, and it's as simple as that. And then it just makes your video quality come out clear. I don't know why they don't just include that with dash cams, but I guess to get you to buy something extra. So in addition to all the reviews, one of the things that I really liked about this was how it has a screen right on there. So most of these do have an app for your phone. They have an app for your phone, so I'll have to download that. But you can get two things immediately right on here if you need to. So that's helpful. The other thing that you would need to buy that I already have, so I didn't buy it, was a micro SD card. So you're gonna want to get a highly rated micro SD card that can handle the heat. And so I'll put links in the video description to the dash cam, the polarizing lens filter, and some compatible micro SD cards. So we're going to look at the directions and we're going to go get this installed. Alright, so we're out at the vehicle. The first thing you're going to decide is where do I want to mount the camera. So a lot of these newer vehicles have this safety equipment in your way up here. You want it where it's not going to block your view. So from a driver's standpoint, you know, you get in the driver's seat, maybe have someone sit here in the passenger seat and move it around for you. That's what we did. My wife sat here and I kind of told her, you know, we ended up picking a point right in the middle, and we peeled the sticker back and we put it directly to the windshield there. I could have put it over here, just thought that would look kind of funny. So it doesn't obstruct my view. I can see from about here down. So about maybe at the most the bottom ½ inch of that I can see from the driver's seat. Then I'm just going with the cord that came with it. This is stuck to the windshield pretty good. I couldn't tuck the cord in between the windshield and that, so I just held it tight till I got up to here, and I ran the cord down here. I ran it over to here. I put it behind this rubber strip, ran it all the way down to here, ran it all the way down the back of there, brought it right up here, and it plugs into the power cord right there. So very clean install. That took about 5 minutes to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start the vehicle to get power to that, and we're going to go through a little bit of a setup process. So I've got to format the SD card. I've got to connect it to the app. So we're going to do that real quick. Alright, we're going to see what it does when we put power to it for the first time. Okay.
Recording started.
Okay.
Memory card error.
Card
Please
full.
format the card.
Do you want to format the card now? I don't know if I just hit this button. There's one button at the
Memory
bottom.
card format successful.
Alright, that was
Recording started.
okay. So now see how the camera is up a little, down a little. I think that's probably good, even though it is getting some of the dashboard. That's fine. I'll be able to tell when I drive it the first time with it and look at the video. Alright, so this is what the VIOFO app looks like in the App Store. Just VIOFO. Connect to camera. Okay, please long press the Wi-Fi button. Alright, I'm going to hit the Wi-Fi enabled button.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Okay, now we look here.
Recording started.
Connect the camera to Wi-Fi. There it is. Default password is 123456778. So you go over to I'm gonna go into the Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna choose it. It's called VIOFO, and then I'm gonna enter my password.
Wi-Fi connected.
Okay, I entered the numbers 123456778 and I hit join. Now it's got a check mark by it. It's connected. So now I go back to the app. Find devices. I guess I'll allow that. I guess that's what I need to do. Connect camera. Okay. I was trying to bring up a live view where I can see on my phone what. Okay, so now on my phone it's showing me what the camera's seeing. Just looking into my garage right now. Switch camera, that would probably be if you had, say, like a backup rear facing camera. This is a single facing camera. And if you wanted a still shot of what the video was recording, you'd hit that button. So there's little segments of the recordings. If you ever wanted to, go back and look at something or look at your photos.
Recording started.
The settings button. Let's see what that says. See what they give us. Settings. Video resolution. Loop recording. Loop recording will automatically record over your oldest unsaved recordings. Record audio volume, you can turn that off if you want to. Exposure value, HDR, time. It's got a date stamp. Time zone. Oh boy. Don't know. I'm in Central Time. Was that General Mountain Time or something like that? I don't know. You can pick the format, the time synchronization. Okay, I can sync the time with my phone. Parking mode is off. If you're gonna do parking mode, you have to buy a kit and wire it to your fuse panel so that it can use your battery power when a vehicle's off. I decided not to do that. You can do an image mirror, image rotate. I'm gonna, I think, turn the notification sounds off. GPS is on. You can choose speed, miles per hour. That's if you want to format your card. Alright, so that's all the settings.
Recording
So now,
started.
it's very simple. I like how simple this setup is. This whole thing took us probably less than 15 minutes. And so now all I have to do is, shut the car off. It's going to power off because my car loses power to that when you shut it off. So the unit is off. So now if I get in the vehicle and I want to start it, it's going to turn on automatically. There's the screen.
Recording started.
So lets me know it's going to record. So then if I wanted to view files, I have two ways to do that. I can come on my app and I can connect to my camera. If I want to use the app, that's right, I have to long connect Wi-Fi like this.
Wi-Fi enabled.
So that's what I have to do if I want to use the app, is I have to hit that and then I watch in the...
Recording started.
Wait for the VIOFO to show up and then I click on that. Then I can go into the app, connect my camera, and I can look at my... It's going to show me a live view, but I can hit this button over here and it's going to show me all my recordings with a date stamp. And let's see. So yeah, I can tell when I changed it. When I changed the date stamp to use my phone settings, it became accurate. so it was way off before that. So now it's accurate, and so wherever my phone is at, and it's got the date up there, so I can go back and watch those clips. I can click on that. It's going to go back and get that clip. Okay. It's 8 seconds, and then I can either trash it or I can download it. The other way is okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the Wi-Fi off.
Wi-Fi disabled.
So that way it's not connecting to my phone, so it won't confuse.
Recording started.
Okay, so I hit the record button one time to stop recording. Now I'm going to hit this. Video files. So I want to see that. And then it's going to show me those, and I can use these two center buttons to navigate and find out, you know, what do I want to see. And I say I want to hit that one. I hit that, and then you use the buttons to go back and look at your files. Okay.
Recording started.
Okay, now I'm out of that. So you can look at it on the device or by enabling Wi-Fi on your phone. So that's done, and that was pretty simple. And so pretty pleased with that. Pleased with the cord length. This was a very long cord run in this vehicle the way that I did it, and I probably only had about 3 inches left over, so not bad. So I hope that video's been helpful. Check out the links in the description. I'll put the camera in there, I'll put the polarizing lens in there, and I'll put the SD cards in there, which is everything that you need. They have a couple of other accessories. The hardwire kit, I'll put that in there if you want to do a parking mode. And also they have a Bluetooth remote that you can touch a button if you want to take a still shot, like while you're driving, if you want to leave the remote somewhere and you wanted to hit it and get a picture real quick. So I didn't buy that, and I'll go ahead and put the links to that in the video description. Thank you for watching.